Yes, yes, yes. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's with Cindy J. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Chat room is wide open. Thank you so much for tuning in. We truly appreciate it on this Tell It Tuesday. Super excited to be here today. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on all media. Thank you for supporting the show each and every day on this glorious morning. We truly appreciate you. This is where you get your morning love, but most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Cindy J, God bless, looking really good over there. Shine a light on them. You looking real good. Shine a light on her. Shine light. Shine a light on her. Shine a light. See? Good morning, and how are you?
Good morning, Sean. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have a great show for you on this Tell It Tuesday. Of course, we're going to get it started off with a scenario that somebody is having and they need our help. So stick around for that and lend us your best help for that. And we're also going to give you front page news with Sunny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally, nationally, and globally. It's going to be great.
Well, thank you so much, guys. We're super excited to be here. Before we get into all the announcements and everything that we do, we just want to chop it up real quick. Cindy, I want to share this with you real quick.
Okay.
And I thought about you, pause.
Wow.
I watched about 37 minutes of the Monique special on Netflix.
Hmm.
And listen, you know I'm a comedian, man. I'm one of them underground comedians. I'm out here. We outside. They talk about we outside. I'm outside for real.
You really are outside.
Like I'm living this comedy game day to day.
Right.
I'm out here in these streets. So I am qualified to talk about this as far as a fan perspective and as a professional comedian perspective. And I
Okay.
thought about you, Cindy J, before I critique what was going on. And welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get some more stuff. Because Cindy J, if y'all remember back in the day when Monique had that whole situation with Netflix, because she was suing Netflix. It's weird. You're suing Netflix when they offered you low budget amount of money to perform on the show on their platform. When I'm thinking about how you're going to sue somebody that's offering you a job, well, I think that was weird, but that's another issue. And Cindy, not only, and then when that whole Netflix situation happened, we all know about this. We're just gonna talk about for a minute before we fast forward into the special. She also asked us. She had the audacity to ask us to boycott Netflix. Nobody did that.
No, absolutely not.
That's when I think she had lost her mind. Okay, now, and then let's go. Let's move fast forward. Netflix yield to the pressure, Cindy J, and settled out. Of course, settled with her for reasons that I can't even. I'm still baffled with that. But okay, cool. African American woman, she talked that talk. She brought a lawsuit up to Netflix, and she won. And then on top of that, not only did she win, she gets a Netflix special.
Ridiculous.
Now I'm not even mad at that, man. The way she was so determined to make this work, she did. I'm not mad at her for that.
Go ahead, Sean. Get to the good part.
Now she has her special.
Hmm.
And then before the special, remember she went after our beloved DL Hughley, who stay on these stages,
Yeah, I
who
like
puts
him.
in that work, who
Yeah,
puts that work in,
yeah,
who's funny as hell.
yeah, 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 yeah. Get to it.
And then they had that beef, and then she was looking, kind of suspect in that beef because she went after his daughter for no, unapparent reason for
I
some,
remember that. I
and
remember
that
that.
that that wasn't a good look. Okay, now the special. First of all, Monique, Auntie, I want to say this first. You're a legend in the game. If it was for comedians like you, when be that kept the doors open, there wouldn't be comedians like me. I want to pay homage to you, my beloved sister. The Netflix special that she put on, that she had aired last week, I think it was 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, it came out in the beginning of the month on the
Right.
4th.
I didn't get a chance to watch it because I'm actually out here doing stand up. But
Mhm.
Cindy, when I tell you, I just finished watching. I watched 40 minutes of it. The obsessive N word, F word. Like she would just articulated nothing but the F's and the N's, and it wasn't even a
Right out the
punchline.
gate. Right out the
It
gate.
wasn't even a punch. Now, before we critique the jokes that didn't have a punchline to them, hold on. I want to say this: the outfit was dope. I loved her outfit.
Yeah, she looked
The
cute.
shoe, the shoes were horrible. Could I wear a better shoe? The outfit was dope. Her hair looked pristine. I love the look. I think Monique is actually an attractive woman
Yeah.
because she looks like the everyday woman who is absolutely beautiful out here in these streets. And I got love for her for that. Now, she comes out to a standing ovation like she came out on stage like Michael Jackson when he was on the Budapest tour in 1982.
Wow. I missed that.
When he came out on stage and everybody started fainting. You could go started fainting. You could go on YouTube and check that one out.
Hilarious.
And then once everybody settled down, this was the moment for Monique, who demanded millions and millions of dollars.
500,000.
How she was in a class by herself. This was the moment for Monique to come out and destroy the room and drop the mic like sexual chocolate.
Definitely didn't get that.
And she sputtered out.
What?
She sputtered out. The gas ran out the engine. We was on a free fall.
I was like, is this a comedian? Is this a comedic term?
Bombs away. And
Not
even that,
bombs away.
I thought I was in Nagasaki in 42.
That's hilarious.
You listen, I wanted to continue to watch it, but it was so painful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And you know what? Listen, Monica called me right now. Shawn, could you open up for me? Sure, I'll do that for you.
I'll come
But
for
this
that.
this was one of the most terrible performances I've seen.
You've seen.
Or with comedians that are doing specials or just doing regular stand up in the clubs or in the rooms. This woman who cursed literally every other word was such a turnoff to me. And I'm a person who liked to curse from time to time. She had no punchlines to the jokes. She even there was even a moment in her set where she just started talking and just not even telling jokes, going through just some personal experience because she has no jokes. And this is a woman 30 years ago that was hilarious. See, but stand up is like anything else you do in life. You got to love it. You got to be in these streets. You got to be about that life. And anything you do, when you half ass anything, these are the type of results you're going to get. I was thoroughly disappointed in the Monique special. It was absolutely horrible. I'm gonna keep it real. I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, I praise you if it's dope. If it's bad, it's bad. I don't know what social media is saying about this. I haven't even heard nobody talking about this.
Exactly. When I looked it up, on Netflix, when they have like the top 10, and this was the weekend after it came out, the very next weekend. And I'm Netflix has the top tens for you, like right there. Cause I just wanted to open up Netflix and just hit play. Cause I knew it was gonna be one of the first things up there. It wasn't even in the top 10. It wasn't on the preview when you get a show and it starts previewing. I literally had to type in MON before it even came up.
You make a great point right there because as I'm listening to you talk, you're right. It's not in the top 10. They got the Hatfields and McCoys on the top 10 in Netflix that came out in 2012, which actually was a great movie. Uh, this was a bad one.
Horrible.
I'm just going to keep it real. This was almost one of the most incredible bombs I ever seen in my life. What Monique should have did was got up there and just told some jokes. She has no jokes. I don't think she has anybody writing for her. She makes enough money where she got someone write for her. It was just a bad experience. And me, like, I want to give it a chance. My expectations wasn't high, but I want to say, you know what, Monique is Monique because I know I could watch her back from the HBO Snap days. She was hilarious. I thought this woman was like the funniest person I've ever seen in my life. But obviously, she didn't come prepared. She didn't come with her game face on.
How could you not come prepared? You've been fighting for this special for years.
And I know that the executives at Netflix, the Babylonians, are in their conference room, like popping champagne. This is a bad look for comedy right now. Monique, that was not a good special. I am so sorry. You want to see a good special on Netflix? Watch Earthquake. He did 40 minutes and ripped the room.
Hilarious.
So funny. Because he just said he went right to those jokes. Monique has nothing. And you know what, boy, I would love to hear what D.L. Hughley got to say about all of this. This is a man, the polar opposite. This is a man that stays on stage. He's an A-list. We call them A-listers. The national known comedians, we call them A-listers. This is a man that stays on stage every weekend, working throughout the country, do a podcast, a radio show. He's constantly working. And if you don't put that work in, these are the results that you get. Monique, that special, I am so sorry. But I'm going to just keep it real. That was bad. Horrible. Even the people in the audience that came that praise you and love you, you lost them. How do you lose the people that love you the best in the studio audience? They were done.
What happened toward the end with the crying and the, I just need to get this off my chest? You know what I think happened to her is because she used to use a lot of her weight in her comedy and how she's a big girl and da-da-da-da-da. And I think that over time gets a little stale on top of the fact that you're losing all this weight. So she tried something a little different, or I don't know, because I feel like I don't know if she's been doing any stand-up leading up to this special, but it wasn't it. It was so bad. I told you I didn't even finish it. When she started crying and all that, I was like, look, I gotta go.
When I saw the crying, I was like, "Are you?" I was walking out the door at that point. I was like, "Are you kidding?" But I know why she was. I know why she was crying because she was bombing. You understand? She got to do it. You got to deflect. A lot of us deflect at a certain moment. We start panicking. She, instead of just walking off the stage, she started crying because she was bombing. She was sweating. The mascara was coming off her face. Her hair was going to look great. It was a hot mess. And it shows again, like anything else, she wasn't prepared. Did you write anything for this? Did you give it a thought? What did you had anybody prepare you? Where was your camp at? You didn't even have a point A, point B, point C to point D. You didn't even have a closing joke to close out the special. Nothing. It was nothing. Before we move on, I heard 47,000 laugh tracks. They had to put the laugh tracks in there, which is common for some specials, but they had to put laugh tracks all through Monique's special. It was just bad. From 1 to 5, 5 being the top, I'm giving this special a 2, and I'll tell you why. I love the dress. I love that dress.
Tomatoes.
See, I'm giving it a 2. What do you give from 1 to 5? From 1 to 5, 5 being to 5 stars, I'm giving it a 2 because of the outfit. and I loved the hair. I didn't like the shoes. I didn't like those boxy, like what are those called?
They're
Those
the platforms.
yeah, those platform. I didn't like those, and I think she had the crooked toe. I don't know what was going on with that.
Well, it's a more comfortable shoe because you have more support. You know, you have a bigger lady like Monique. She can't go out there with no stilettos.
I'm giving the special a two, and I'm giving it the two because of the outfit. Nothing, no funny. The outfit, she looked absolutely beautiful. You get a number two, and that's for the outfit. Cindy, before we move on, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Please, and also in the chat room before we toss it back to Cindy in chat room from 1 to 5, 5 being 5 stars. What are you giving the Monique special? I'm giving it a two. Cindy, I yield my time.
No, Sean. I mean, that is. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, I told you guys it was horrible. Okay. I would give it a one. One
Whoa.
star. I would give it a one because listen, I'm the type of person I laugh at everything. Everything is funny. A joke to me. Kiki kaka. Like I love to laugh. And I didn't even laugh. The minute she started the special, I was highly offended. I was like, what is this? Like, okay, girl, how many times are you gonna say the N-word? So I was already halfway checked out in
Yeah.
the first 5 minutes. And the set looked a little low budget as well. Like, I don't know. The whole thing looked a little low budget to me.
It
So
just seems like because this is a grown ass woman, but when you come out with the N word and the F word, just so much, it just doesn't articulate visually. You're a grown ass woman and you're talking like this. It's just not a good look.
yeah, like it didn't have any. It almost felt like she was cursing out the audience because it was like, what is the point of you saying it like this? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It didn't mesh well. Beginning, middle, end. Like you said, it had no roadmap. She didn't do any like reference jokes to like something she said before to like bring it all together. It was just it
Yeah,
was just like accept this because I'm that one.
right. And those are called callbacks. And you know what? Like at least with uh Chris Rock that we saw a month ago.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D. I don't care what you said about how you felt about the Will Smith jokes or whatever he talked about, whether you're offended or not. The man had jokes from beginning to an end. Chris Rock. And then a month later, we get this trash. Monique, this is my if you listen to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team, God bless you. This is my suggestion to you. You're a millionaire. You're good. I'm in these streets. Monique, come back to the streets. Come back outside. Hit the clubs and the bars and the restaurants like the rest of us. Put that work back in. You need to come back to basics. Sometimes we need to go back to basics. All of us.
Yeah. She needs a reset.
Come back home. Rock out with us. Monique, come to the Iron Mule. Matter of fact, with Mark Vieira's there. Just rock out. No pressure. Just come through. Work on some jokes. Monique, this is Shawn Harvey. Come to the Iron Mule, May the 28th. Rock out with us.
Oh my god.
We give you a guest spot. All right, put a number one chat room. In the chat room, 1 to 5, 5 being 5 stars. What are you rating, Monique? Cindy J said one. Wow, I said two. 2 stars. Cindy said one. Oh my God, she checked out after all the N's and F words. She was done.
And that's what I said. I was like, I hope Netflix did not cancel one of my shows or one of my shows that got gone after one season because they had to pay Monique for her trashy little special. I hope that's not the case because I love my shows. The Netflix shows be hitting. So y'all need to bring those back and stop paying these comedians whatever the hell you're paying them.
And Netflix, holla at your boy Shawn Harvey. I'm out here.
Oh yeah,
Give me,
he's the
give
only
me,
one that y'all can pay. Everybody else,
word. Hit up your
that
boy.
special is not it.
It's terrible. All right, listen, thank you so much. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? City J, Shawn Harvey, and the world famous Miss Miko, man. Y'all like to share the Shawn Harvey One Show featuring Wake Up Team on all media. We truly appreciate y'all. It's a beautiful day yesterday. Today's gonna be beautiful. So we appreciate it. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey One Show featuring Wake Up Team. Don't forget, live. We are live at Comedy in Harlem. That's May the 11th. If you want to see Cindy J live, boom. You want to see Miss Miko live, boom. You want to see your boy Harvey live, boom. At the same time, boom. Come to Comedy in Harlem. Boom. Where's that at? 508 East 117th Street. Boom. Doors open up at 6. Boom. Showtime 7. Bow. Let's go.
And we'll be there. So,
Now, before we
so
get
you'll
into
want to come. I'll be there, Sean, on time.
yeah, come on now. Let's have a good time. Podcast. We have the hilarious comedian Stiletto in the building. She's gonna tear the room down. Then we're gonna hand it over to Hot Sauce. And before that, April the 30th, we have Bowling for Blood. You know the deal. Sean Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. LaShawn Oliver, Pretty Confidence. You know, we team up every few months or 4 months for our charity bowling event. We have a lot of energy on this one. It's Sunday, April the 30th at the Bar Dun Lanes. That's 3700 Nickel Street in Easton, Pennsylvania. Doors open up at noon, and we start bowling at 1, and it goes to 4 p.m. And we have a special sponsor with Miller Keystone. Uh, Blood Center will be involved in a lot of other businesses, and also you. So come on now to I mean the point. And you come on out to the Bar Dun Lanes, 3700 Nickel Street, Easton, Pennsylvania, April the 30th. And if you want to be on the Sean Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team, bowling team, hit me up. All right, Cindy, you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. We want to get
Okay.
into some Tell It Tuesday, and then after that, we get into some front page news with Cindy J. And welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. It's your boy Harvey. It's Cindy J. At the end of the week, you got Miss Miko. Let's go, babe.
Yes. You guys, you all know it is Tell It Tuesday. And I like to bring to you authentic scenarios that are going on in the everyday life that people are having troubles with, that they want our help with. So I have a listener that have, and I appreciate everybody that has been sending me their scenarios, their situations, and we've been able to actually help a lot of people. So please continue to send them in. Um, and we can go from there. Now, this one that I have, and I do apologize because I have it on another. I have it on another. In another section. Sean, you can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This comes in from a listener, and they said, I don't like the way one of my partners gives me fellatio. Actual intercourse is amazing with him, but his fellatio ain't it. Should I tell him? And if so, how? I definitely don't want to hurt his feelings or insult him, but I also would like him to know that he's not necessarily pleasuring me in the way that I would like. I guess I really haven't said anything because my other partners make up for it, but I need help. And quick question, do women say fellatio for themselves? I think that is strictly for a man term, but I don't know. I have to research that. So there you have it for the morning. Can you help a sister out? And maybe this is better for you, Sean, because you're a guy and guys are usually, you know, champions for being direct and saying how they feel about things without caring. But I think sometimes with women, they need a little bit more help because they don't want to become too forward, or maybe, I don't know. I mean, I think that women, especially in the bedroom, do need to be more, um, you know, speak up more about things that they do and they don't like. But I can understand how it can be an uncomfortable conversation for both parties involved.
Well,
Why are you laughing?
well, you got, fellatio. That's hilarious. Uh,
I think they were trying to be like,
yeah,
trying to censor themselves, but I don't think that's the term for women and oral pleasure. I
I think,
don't.
yeah, well, yeah, like
Is that for women?
fellatio. Yeah, I think fellatio is pleasure in the fellation, the fellation
Just
part of the
stop.
body. I
Just
think it's
stop.
I I was giving fellatio. Listen, vagina. Listen. Let me say that. Giving vagina fellatio to the vagina. Like, let me tell you this. You gotta listen. You gotta watch. You gotta listen. Ladies, it's okay. Ladies, you gotta let the guy know, because some men, we just go down there. Rah, rah, rah. You can't. You can't. Ah, ah, ah. You can't. You gotta, fellas. You gotta slow. You gotta
I
slow
should
your
have.
roll.
I should have picked another one.
Ah. You look at the vajayjay, and you gotta chill. We want to do fellatio is different than
This
you
is bad. This is so bad. Abort mission. Sorry.
than you know
So what would you
having.
think? What would you suggest she say, Sean?
She got to say, you're doing it wrong. You got to slow down. Stop biting so much. Chick told me back in the day, stop biting. I was like, "Argh." And then she's like, you're gonna rip my clitoris up crazy. I said, oh, what's the clitoris? And
I can't.
then I
I
started
can't do
watching.
this.
Right. And then she's like, no, you gotta do it like this. I said, oh. And then you get into a little rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the and every my mom don't watch the show. Please don't watch it.
Please don't.
It's a rhythm, fellas, and ladies. You have to be vocal. Just share with the man. No, this is not. Or ladies, because sometimes I experienced that back in the day. Of course, lady back. Wait a minute, you're being a little too rough. You got to stop, like that. And you go, oh, my fault, my fault. And then you got, and then you got to have that. It's not an uncomfortable conversation, and the conversation should happen while you're in the act.
Okay.
That's the best time to have it. Like we get, whoa,
Well,
wait,
while it's happening.
yeah, while it's happening.
Okay.
Ladies, you got to stop. Oh, wait, whoa, whoa, a little too rough. Just slow down.
I think. Well,
So to this young lady, yeah, and then you talk about if all the other guys are doing. How many guys do you have, Miss? Damn, your vagina working overtime. You got overtime vagina. Like, what's going on? Vagina doing shifts. Big meaty ass vagina. No, I'm just, got a lot of meat on the vagina.
Oh my God, I can't.
Fellatio
Sean,
already. I get it. But what I'm saying is, like,
it's too
if
early for this.
you're not having this conversation with the other guys because they're doing it right. That's not fair to the guy that's not doing it, because maybe he just don't know. Talk to him, let him know.
I say just abort mission. Like,
And fellas, the best way to learn the fellatio, uh,
oh yeah, let me look that up. If it's
and you don't know what that is, Jay?
I know. Look at your.
Uh,
I I know what it is, but I just don't know if we use that terminology for women.
Now
Is
y'all
that like
say
a
I don't want to say what y'all
default term?
usually. I don't want to say what y'all usually say. Uh, most of y'all be like, "Yo, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?"
Oh my
Uh,
god.
now, this is the thing. I think, fellas, if you want to become, a master of the Fallacian act, I
Yeah,
think.
we can't use fellatio because it's strict. It's specifically for a man.
What do you mean it's for a man?
Um, it involves it's the oral stimulation of the of the
Right.
guy's thing.
I said it backwards. Okay.
So
Oh,
I don't think you would. That's not
all right. Okay. So fellatio is when the woman is servicing the man, right?
when the woman is servicing the man, not the other way around.
Okay. I got it wrong. Okay. I
No,
thought it was
yeah.
both ways.
I I mean, I'm sure. Who even says that anyway? But I'm sure they were just trying to be politically correct.
Okay. So wait. Let's go back. So wait. Let's start off. Uh. So
I don't know why my screen is like
now,
this.
now you fine. You fine. Wait a minute. So what's the issue again?
She doesn't like the way that he pleasures her like that. Like, I guess he's
She
not doing it right. She's not happy with it.
Wait. She's right. She's not happy the way that he's servicing her.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I was on the same page. Okay.
Yeah. You were right. That's just not the term for it, I guess.
Well, but the other guys are.
Right. But she's fine with her other partners. It's just this one, which, you know, I mean, is he your favorite or something? So you'd like him to be the orchestrator of all your pleasures? I mean, because I just feel like just keep the other ones if they're doing it right, and him just leave him where he's at.
Yeah, but I think she should still have a conversation with him. Like, sir, you're servicing me, but you're not servicing me in the right way. I kind of want you to do it like this. I think there's nothing wrong with that. And then the dude would be like, "Oh, okay, I'm my fault. You want me to do it this way?" There's nothing wrong with that. And I think they should say it right there, have that discussion while the act is going on. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it just seems a little bit too confrontational for me. I'm just, I'm the one that would either like walk away or just suffer in silence.
See,
Like,
but then you're perpetrating a fraud. Like, how long can that go on? It's okay, like especially if you're in a relationship and this is like your sexual partner. You just talk about it. I don't think anyone would be offended by it. Look, she should just say, "Hey, hey, you're not. I would like. Can you do it this way? I enjoy it better if you do it this way." I mean, why would a man get offended if a woman said that to him?
I mean, I guess he wouldn't. I mean, you make it sound so easy, but
The
when
best
it,
way for the best way for a man to learn how to ultimately pleasure a woman with this oral situation is to watch other women pleasure each other.
oh my God, see, now this is where it goes left.
See when you see when what because some for women they for some reason they they the masters of pleasuring each other. So if you watch a woman pleasure another woman, mom, don't watch the show, please. If you watch a woman pleasure another woman, you can get tips. That's what helped me.
So when he comes home or whenever you guys get together, you're gonna have it queued up on the TV and be like,
Yes,
I want you to
yeah.
watch something.
She just said, "Listen, this is the way I like to, be pleasured." And if it's a woman that's doing it, I think that would be helpful, fellas. If you're suffering in silence and you think you're not doing it right, I think with some men it's instinctive. Some men just they know what they're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, watch another woman pleasure another woman, and then I think that would be a roadmap to your, doing it right.
Okay, Sean, that's fair. I guess I can concur with Sean. If he's not getting what you're saying, maybe you can add in visuals and go from there
Yeah.
with it. But
Or
have the
or
conversation.
or fellas, you tell your lady, bring another woman in so I can watch,
Oh, no, 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 no. Nobody said that part.
so I can watch to see how it's properly done. And then while he watching, he can just stick back like, they're like,
No, no, none of that. None of that. See, you always got to take it all the way left.
So to this young lady, two things. Just let them know. Let them know, like, hey, listen, this is not the way. Can you do it this way? Just redirect the person to the promised land. It's nothing wrong. I think men are, and it doesn't matter what personality trait the man has. I think men are receptive to a woman saying, "Hey, not this way, but do it that way." I truly believe that.
Yeah, and like maybe get a little bit more in depth. Like ask him if he, likes doing it. If you have any past partners, because maybe you're the first one he's doing it on.
Yeah, because and then there's some stereotype types. So there's some men out there who don't do the service women. Like it's a
Yeah, there's a lot of
cultural.
men out there.
There's a cultural thing out there. There's a lot of men that don't want to do a little deep sea dive. A little splashy splash. Little
Oh my
little
God, let's just move on,
little
ma'am.
little.
Ma'am, just tell him what's going on.
You're wasting your time. You your jaw, your
Sean,
cheek
stop.
dripping, juice dripping, and you're doing everything wrong.
I cannot handle any more of this conversation. I don't even know why I picked this one. Forget it.
Just
Thank
share
you.
with them, man. Just let them know you're not doing it right. Just do it this way. I think that would be helpful for a better sexual experience. But you already got four other guys doing it to you. I'm more concerned about that. You are such a whore. It's just you are. You really are. But I ain't mad at you. If you're single, rock out.
You're not a whore. Don't listen to him on that part. You are perfectly fine. But, on the other side, if it, like, I wouldn't push it too hard. Like, if they're not really receptive to what you're saying, cool. Because, you don't need to deal with that. Because there are some people that, you tell them something and they're like, oh, well, nobody else had a problem and blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, chill with all of that.
Right.
Okay. Because this is how I am. And, it's not a one size fits all. So,
Well, fellas, let's be honest in the chat room before we move on. Only place on earth where you get your money. It's all right. Put it on one chat room if a woman ever said to you, "Hey, maybe not this way, but can you do it that way?"
yeah,
Let's
and
be
how
honest.
did you receive that information?
Let's be honest. Because if I say, fellas, are you have any problems, servicing? Yeah, I don't got no problems. Let's be honest. Let's just have that conversation, fellas. Put talk to me. Have you ever been in the act and the woman said, not that way, but do it that way," and then you did it that way and everything worked out? There's nothing wrong with it.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yes, that is good.
And to this young
Um,
lady, like I said, thank you so much for, and I apologize for calling you a whore. Uh, uh, yes, I'm just joking. I'm a comedian, you know that. Uh, just share with him the way you feel, and I'm for sure it becomes the sexual experience with this partner would be the same as the other partners.
right, absolutely.
And Cindy,
Um,
like you would suffer in silence, Cindy. Like if the person wasn't servicing you the correct way, you're not saying anything.
yeah, because I'm just like, I'm not good with like addressing people with problems. So I
Wow.
just probably would just avoid the whole thing
Yeah.
and just be like, no, it's okay. You don't have to do that.
And then if then like say the guy serviced you a thousand times, but then got it right accidentally that 1,001 time, and then you react another way, like that's so right. Then he's like, what the what are you gonna say?
It wouldn't sound like that. Um,
Oh, well, that's how I sound. Ha
I would
ha.
just be like, wow, wow, you really did something different this time. I feel like
Well, oh God. All right.
if you could do it like that time, I think that'll be good. Remember
Oh,
what
right.
you did? Remember what you did here?
Yeah. Do that again. Ah.
Do that again.
All
Put
right.
that in your little notebook.
Well, thank
Um,
you, man. You know, each and every Tuesday we do Tell It Tuesdays. We truly appreciate you so much. Put a number in chat room if you're enjoying the show today. Put a number two if you're not. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Waco Team. That's with Cindy J and Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
yes.
Now we're gonna get into some front page news, Cindy J. So wait, before we get into that, Cindy, I like that shirt, man. You're killing that shirt right now. She's the S to the E double N Y, and you can't deny she got the front page news, y'all. She got the front page news, y'all. Y'all. What's going on, Cindy?
Yes. There's a lot of stuff going on in the news. The first thing that I am going to talk about is this shooting that just recently happened in Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to Lee Scott that he got the hell out of there. Um, it happened at a bank. There was a gunman in Louisville Bank. They think they've now identified him as an employee, as a former employee. This was a mass shooting that happened on Monday morning, and it has been confirmed to be a 23-year-old employee. His name was Connor Sturgeon, and he reportedly opened fire inside the Old National Bank at around 8:30 a.m. on Monday morning. Interim Louisville Metro Police Chief Jacqueline Villarroel has confirmed 4 people died along with the shooter. The injured toll rose to 9, with 3 people reportedly in critical condition, 3 in non-critical condition, and 3 already released. 2 of the 9 were responding officers. Sturgeon died while exchanging gunfire with responding officers. Um, and they are saying that he was possibly upset about getting fired. He had posted some cryptic things on his social media, like memes saying, I could burn this whole place down. He made another post saying, they won't listen to words or protests. Let's see if they hear this. So definitely, it's a developing story, I believe, as more information comes about regarding this. But yeah, it happened in Louisville, Kentucky. And it's just horrifying that all this stuff is still happening on top of, what DeSantis said in Florida regarding people being able to carry guns without a permit. It's just really sad. And I hope that he's already passed. They already shot him in um during the exchange, but I hope these people can, find a way to move past it. It's just unfortunate every time we hear these shootings going on. You can't go anywhere.
Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Uh, thank you so much, Cindy J. And are we even polarized for even every time now that we hear a mass shooting story? This is almost as common as hearing the daily weather report. And my fear is that it might change society as a whole, where people just simply want to come outside. Mass shootings to me is almost equivalent to a virus. It seems like everyone's catching it.
Right.
And our condolences go out to these folks in Louisville, Kentucky. And yes, mental illness has lots to do with this crime and the mass shootings that happens in this country. Also, the very liberal gun laws that we have in this country, because we already know that the United States of America is the leading country in the world with gun violence. No one cares about each other anymore. We're running around here with a bunch of narcissists in here. We run around here. We don't care about how anybody feels. We don't even have the ability to take our own feelings and just take a moment and have personal inventory about what's going on with our lives in that moment. Because once we're angry and we suffer from this anger, only thing we do is project it on somebody else when we don't even take a moment to deal with it. And then we go to the extreme. You kill people. This is the only way that you can deal with your anger. You have to go back to the job when you know that these people were defenseless. You worked there. What happened? They fired him?
Yeah, it's still developing, but they believe he was
Okay, he was
fired. He
23
was a
years
former
old.
employee.
He's a former employee. He came back to the job and he said, I'm going to get them. Really? You will, this is the only way you could resolve this situation. When there's 30,000 other jobs out there, you worked at a bank. The bank job is an easy job to get, I think. But this was deeply sinister plot in your mind and in your body and your spirit that you had to go back with a firearm and settle things because you lost your job because you were angry, and this is the only way that you can deal with your anger. And then you killed yourself or they killed you, and now you left everybody hurting for what? But then when I say take all the guns from everybody in the country, I'm just Sean. There you go again with these stupid remarks. Take all the guns away from everybody. In the country of England, there's no gun. Nobody has a gun. You can't even have a gun. City could give you a list of countries in this world where people they don't even you don't even have a gun. They won't allow you to have it. And our condolences go out to the family, but
And the crime is low. They have no guns, and the crime is low there.
the
Tell
fear
me
that
how
I
that works.
the fear
Because
that I
everybody
have
feels like we need them to defend ourselves just in case something happens. Because ain't nothing happening with the gun owners that need something to happen to them. It's always the defenseless people. I
that's why
haven't heard any mass, shootings that happened where somebody was carrying a gun and saved everybody.
exactly that's why I say get rid of all the guns, even if law-abiding citizens with guns. You don't need those either. Let's
Look,
just clean the whole slate. Let's clean the whole slate. Nobody has a gun, right? Because the mass shooter really, you go out and you kill people that you know that don't have guns. You never
look
see
what
the
happened at Uvalde. Look what happened in Uvalde, Texas. Had a whole police force outside.
yeah,
Ain't nobody wanted to go inside.
right.
But we
Nobody.
need guns when the people that are trained to use them didn't even use them. Man, America, miss me with the BS, please. Miss me with the BS.
This is a
And,
sad
and,
state of affairs.
and people should have been in the streets about Uvalde. Ain't no, everybody fake care. Anyways,
Well, our condolences go out again, and please watch yourself out in these streets. Uh,
get your
listen,
gat, apparently.
listen, watch yourselves now out here. I'm sorry to say that, and it might even affect what I do as a career. People might want to stop coming outside, going to baseball games, going out to the dinner. Like you really have to be vigilant now because it could be, things can happen at any moment. Be prepared out there. It's just, and it's sad to say this because you got some random idiot that's going to commit a heinous crime and kill people because you feel a certain way. And the internet has a lot to do with it as well. People on the dark web, they get this information that's not true. They have these anger issues. There's these. That's why when they had the CARES Act, they should have threw in therapy for everybody. The CARES Act is coming to the end next month. When the president signed it into law years back, everybody should have got a weekly therapy session in this country just to talk about what you're going through. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but that's what should happen because you don't know what people are thinking out here. You don't know
Right.
what's going on with their minds. Y'all be careful out in these streets because I know I am. You hear gunfire, you know what to do. Duck. Get down on the ground.
That's what we do, Sean.
That's right.
Get down.
This happened to me in Yonkers, man. These two dudes were talking to each other. One dude pulled out the firearm and started shooting at the other dude that he was talking to. The other dude returned fire out the car. I'm across the street. The dude looked at me. He looked at me. The dude that pulled the gun out first, because they were talking in the car. The two guys were in the car. The dude was the driver. The other dude was leaning, on the car, talking to him. All of a sudden, he pulls out a gun. You just hear pow, pow, pow. The other guy pulls out a gun and started shooting at him. I'm across the street. Cindy, I ducked down in a turtle kind of position, and I'm running like this.
Oh my
The
God.
cars are protecting me. I'm like this. My lungs are burning. I'm running. Stop.
Oh my God.
I ran right to the chick house and stayed there for like a day. My lungs were burning. I knocked on the door. She opened the door. I was like, hi, 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 hi. She was like, what's wrong? I'm like, hi, 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 hi.
No, that's horrible. That's horrible. That's scary.
When that gunfire happened, y'all hit the floor.
Did they die? Did anybody die?
I don't even know. The guy pulled off. The other guy was shooting. I didn't see them. I just ran. I was out.
You didn't check the news? What the hell?
And then nothing. I don't know what happened. I was out. And then next one I got up because I had to walk back down the hill because my car was parked down there. I
Yeah.
walked back down that hill, and I never went back to that neighborhood to this day. It was in Yonkers in the hood back in the day.
Oh my God. Well, good. I'm glad you made it out of there, Sean.
Cindy, you ever ran like this?
No, thank God. That sounds very terrifying and like
I was
you're
like,
every.
I'm not gonna die. Not
Wow,
gonna
Sean,
die. Not tonight.
you you lived through some things.
Word.
Okay, and I'm gonna try and get through this. I don't know. My phone looks like it's dying, but
Now we can ready to get out of here, man. We appreciate you. All the place on earth for you get you more stuff, right? We truly appreciate you. Go ahead.
this is another disturbing story. So sorry today, but the news is full of disturbing things. I try to find the good in it. Okay. The Dalai Lama is apologizing for asking a young boy to suck his tongue.
Whoa.
The Dalai Lama has issued an apology for kissing a young boy on the lips, and asking him to suck my tongue after a video of the incident sparked outrage on social media. The 87-year-old Buddhist priest regrets the incident and wishes to apologize to the boy and his family, as well as his many friends across the world, for the hurt his words may have caused. His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras, the statement added, which I don't even know what the hell that was about. The video of the incident shared widely on social media shows a young boy approaching the Dalai Lama during an event and asking him for a hug. The leader calls him on stage and motions to his cheek, saying, "First here," according to a live translation from the event. The boy does so, and the Dalai Lama offers a hug, then continues holding on to the boy. The leader then motions to his lips, saying, "I think here also." He cups the boy's chin and kisses him on the mouth as the audience laughs and applauds him. The Dalai Lama pauses, then adds, "And suck my tongue." The
Whoa.
boy slowly moves his head closer to the Dalai Lama's, but appears only to touch his forehead before withdrawing. The incident happened at an event in February at a temple complex where the Dalai Lama resides. In attendance were more than 120 students who completed a skills training course hosted by the M3M Foundation, which is a charity arm of a prominent Indian real estate group. The foundation posted photos from the event in early March, including some with the boy from the video. However, M3M did not respond to comment regarding information about the boy's identity. People on social media have called it scandalous, disgusting, abusive. And at least one tweet containing the video shows it's been viewed more than 4.1 million times.
This is a disturbing story. The Dalai Lama and all these people with these religions, man, that are just so perverted in their behaviors, and you got busted. This is not the first time the Dalai Lama has a child sucking on his tongue. He just got caught this time. They should disband this whole religion, because if he's doing that, imagine what his underlings are doing. Imagine the corruption. Imagine
Not
the
the
child there's probably watching child pornography over there. There's a lot of disturbing behavior with these religions that are just coming out on the world stage. That's probably been a normal practice through generations. This is nasty. This is disgusting. The Dalai Lama, whoever his name is, he's just a old perverted man. That's nasty. That should be in jail. This is a criminal act. And then for all his underlings to come to try to clean it up in the press, it's too late. Now, this is the power of social media that I do like, because it exposed certain behaviors from people that we put on these pedestals to be our almighty religious leaders.
I like that.
All our most of these religious leaders are perverted. I'm sorry. I'm saying this because it's what it is.
Yeah.
We could start at the Roman Catholic Church, but we stay with the Dalai Lama and all of them. Fire him, clean. And this is a type of a religion. They don't include women involved in none of this. A religion that don't include women into the everyday practice of the religion. Hello, everybody. That's a red flag. Why they don't include women? And the altar boys and all the boys are more prominent than the women are.
Yeah.
Let's wake up.
I don't know what's going on with it. They need to arrest this man. I don't know why everybody thought it was so cute and funny. And why is your PR people saying he likes to joke with people? He wasn't joking. The kids leaned in to him. Like, why is that funny? Why is that a joke to the Dalai Lama?
And, right. And imagine he did that to your child. How would you feel then?
Why you
I
even
would.
say, and maybe he's too old. Maybe homeboy needs to step down. You know? Because I feel like that's what's coming next. Oh, he's too old. He doesn't know what he's saying. No, he knows exactly what he's saying.
Exactly. All right. Well, we're gonna keep an eye on this one. I think that this is nasty. He should be in jail right now. But look, check it out. Look where they stay. They stay in over there in where the Mount Everest and Nepal and all these foreign mountainous kind of countries where God knows what the hell is going on over there. You
Some
don't know
eyes
what.
wide shut type of stuff.
All right, guys. We for real. All right, listen, we truly appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in to Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Waco Team with City J, only place on earth to get your morning started right. Tell it Tuesdays was fire. The news was fire. We was talking about Monique. It was a great show today. We truly appreciate y'all. And thank you so much for participating in the show. And like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Waco Team on all media. Cindy, guess what? We're going to give you the last word of the morning. Talk to us.
I always forget this part of the show. Okay. Because I was thinking about one, but I didn't like write it down. So I'm going to try and do it from memory. So it's like a little bit like my own.
Okay.
Okay. So, um, it's easier. Wait, listen.
Oh my God.
It's easier to get where you're going than to look back and start over. You know what I'm saying?
No, but say it again.
It's easier to get where you're going instead of turning back to where you came from.
All right.
Like, you guys get it. Like, whatever you're doing, keep doing that.
Cindy, you don't have to convince us. We're all confused. Don't worry about it.
Because you don't want to go back because then you got to do all that stuff over. So just keep doing what you're doing.
And don't look back, guys. All right, listen. Don't look
Don't
back.
look
Okay,
back.
okay, we won't look back. Okay. Hey guys, thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. Like the share, I want to show what we see you guys tomorrow. See, let's wave at them. We are out of here. God bless you guys. Be safe this morning. Let's go.
Keep going.